When we're dividing fractions, we start with like 3 times 1 over 3. Okay. Dividing fractions works because of a concept called a reciprocal. Okay. It's a reciprocal. Now, I can take this, and if I multiplied it out, I would turn this to 3 over 1 times 1 over 3. My problem is now 3 times 1 times, or divided by 1 times 3, or 3 divided by 3. Okay. So how this works is if you multiply, it's the same as dividing by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal, I could have easily just written this as 3 divided by 3. So a reciprocal, a real easy way to understand it is you're just going to do a flipperoo. Okay. The reciprocal of 3 over 1 is, or 1 over 3 is 3 over 1. The reciprocal of 6 over 7 is 7 over 6. The reciprocal of 1 and 1/2, aha, you have to convert it first to an improper fraction, and then you'll see that it's 2 over 3. So the reciprocal is just a good old-fashioned flip-a-roo. We know that adding and subtracting are opposites. They form a relationship, right? Multiplying and dividing form the same relationship, an opposite relationship. So if I take 3 times 27, all right, technically, I could rewrite 3 times 27 as 3 divided by 1 over 27. Okay. Why would I ever do that? No clue. You probably honestly never would. But you need to understand that by using the reciprocal, it allows us to change. Let's change the color. Allows us to change, oops, between multiplication and division. So I'm going to take 3 and I'm going to divide it, or I'm going to multiply it times 5. Now we all know that is 15, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to show you how it works. Now, if it fails spectacularly, you can bet your butts I'm going to be cutting this out of the YouTube video. We're not even going to pretend like it happened. Okay? I'm getting there, Attilia. Okay, so I'm going to say 3 divided by 1 over 5 equals 15 as well. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to take my group of 3. Oops, that's really bad, group 3. One, two, three. Actually, I have a better way of doing this. Okay, here, let's try this. And I'm going to stop using red because I don't like that color. All right. We know the answer is going to be 15. So because we know that, I'm going to use it. Typically, you don't know how this works. So this is equal to 1. All right. This equals 1, that entire bar. Now, I have 3 groups of 5. That's what I'm multiplying as. Okay. So if I was doing it, 3 of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'd be 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, done. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to take 3 and then I'm going to divide them by fifths, 1/5. So this is where things get a little kind of wonky. Oops. Come on. There we go. All right. So these all equal 3. Would you agree? Yes. Yes, you would. Move your heads up and down. Thank you. I could tell each and every one of you moved your heads up and down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 3s and I'm going to divide them up into fifths. 3 divided by 1/5. So I want to have my group of 3 broken up into segments of 1/5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now, each of these is broken into 1/5. So this is 1/5. That's 1/5, etc. Right? If I count my fifths, okay, I'm going to switch colors to, let's go that green. I'm going to count my fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So 3 times 5 is 15. However, I also took my 3 and I split my 3s up into fifths, and I still ended up with 15. If you don't understand what's going on, trust me, you're not alone. I'm doing this and I'm barely understanding it myself as well. All right. Division's a little bit harder for me to understand, like visually, conceptually. And there are, you can find YouTube videos and it'll explain it. I just always know the tricks. Okay. And this is the trick that I'm getting to. I'm going to wrap it up in 3 minutes. When you divide fractions, you're going to use the reciprocal. Okay. So step 1, you're going to make sure that you have no mixed numbers. Once again, we don't like mixed numbers when we're doing math. They're a pain in the butt. So if you have them, convert them to improper. The next thing we're going to do then is we're going to use a method called KCF. So I have a fraction. My fraction is 1/2 divided by 4/7. Okay. KCF stands for keep, change, flip. So what you're doing is you are going to keep that first fraction the same. 1/2. You are going to change your division into a multiplication, and you are going to flip. Oops. No, I want to go back to that green. You're going to flip. We'll use brown. This fraction using its reciprocal, 7/4. Now that this is your new problem, well, we know how to multiply fractions. We just spent 2 days reviewing multiplying fractions. 7/14, which then you can do 7 and you can do 2 and 7. The 7s cancel out, and your answer is going to be 1/2. Okay. Wait, I went really dumb, didn't I? I've not had enough coffee yet, guys. I went really dumb. Where did I even get that from? That's 7/8, which reduces to 7/2 times 2 times 2. Oh, that's right. It's already reduced. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Oh my gosh. iPad, stop, 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 stop. Go away. I don't want you. I pretend what never happened. I don't know what you're talking about. Serious, stop whining. Go away. Okay, so that's how we divide fractions. So The important thing that you need to understand is when we do the reciprocal, when we do the flipperoo, we can convert division problems into multiplication problems and multiplication problems into division problems. So when we use the reciprocal, we can change the operation that we're using between multiplication and division only. I tried to show you how it worked. I'm surprised it actually worked, to be perfectly honest, between you and me. But when you divide fractions, keep, change, flip. Keep first fraction the same. I'm over time. Change your sign, change division to multiplication. Flip second fraction using reciprocal. Okay? That's how it works. It works on the foundation that reciprocals allow you to change multiplication and division.